it's really important to set intentions for everything, right? Because as much as I love social media, it's a portal, it's a vortex. So anything can come through, right? Anytime I turn on this live, anything can come through. So it's my job to set those intentions, right? Even when scrolling through TikTok, which is such like a interesting sort of divination, if you will, because as you scroll, you're receiving so much information, right? And if you're not attentive, you might receive information that is not in alignment with you, that is not in balance with you, that could easily throw off your vibration. Sometimes you gotta get off of TikTok, because you will come on and they will just show you all the craziest shit over and over and over again. So this is just my encouragement and my reminder for you to set your intentions. Set your intentions and be clear about the energy that you are open and willing to receive from all portals. And this phone is a portal. This app is a portal. Everything is a portal. So yeah, that's what I will say. But I hope that you're having a beautiful Sunday. Hope that you rose in power. I hope that you feel amazing. I hope that you slept well. I hope that you woke up well. I don't know what happened to me. These past couple of nights, my sleep has been quite interesting, because in that twilight, that space like right before you're fully awake, and you're still in your dream space. For the past couple of days, I've been having this little thing go on where I've been looking for my memory, right? It's almost like I have a deep dream, or more than likely an astral travel, and then I'm cut off from remembering it. And this has happened to me for 3 days. Now this morning, as I woke up and I was like rising gently, I felt so excited. In my dream state, I was like, oh my God, I remember. I'm so happy. I remember. And then as soon as I opened up my eyes, it was gone. And I was just like, I know y'all keep playing with me. But again, I say this because the download that I got in that, and this is not just me, this is a lot of people. A lot of us are doing a lot of work interdimensionally as we sleep. And unfortunately, because of the nature of this work, we are not privy to what we are doing. Because guess what? People like me will, end up sabotaging the work that we're doing by being cognizant of it. But it is very clear that as I'm sleeping, something is happening. I'm going places, I'm having experiences, because I'm not dreaming, which I always dream, right? But in that twilight, I'm always craving to remember. Like, I need to remember this. I need to remember this. And as soon as I open my eyes, it's wiped. I have to be okay with that. I don't know if this is happening to other people, right? But specifically this week, we've had a very intense week. CERN opening up their technology has definitely affected us. And I don't feel like it has affected me in a bad way. That is why last Sunday we did a DNA activation, right? And that's why this upcoming Tuesday I'm gonna do another one. So a lot of people were upset that they missed last Sunday's DNA activation, because we set some shit on fire. Everyone who attended that session, that live session where I did live readings, and in those live readings I was able to tell them where their open portals were, where they needed to operate in better spiritual protection, better spiritual hygiene, what their team wanted them to know about how they were moving and how they needed to shift their protection around their vibration. And then we amplified the DNA activation and also created Merkaba shields and activated those to operate as interdimensional protections. I haven't been unsafe. Like, the feeling of not being safe is not it. I've had amazing enlightenments. I've had some amazing visitations. It's been so amazing. But we have to stay in the same vein of understanding that this energy is just getting started. And it's this, how we set the tone and set the intention, and the starting point of this frequency is going to catapult us into our next alignment, right? Where the next timeline we go is based upon how we're setting it now. And with this upcoming full moon in Capricorn is rough. Okay, Capricorn don't fuck around. Capricorn is Big Daddy Saturn, and he is all about karma. So we're going to see a lot of karmic balances happening. And if we have any karmic debt, we are going to need to balance it. Hey, Anu Groove, I've been thinking about you, girl. If we have any karmic debt to settle, this is going to be a good time to do so. This is going to be a time to do so. Okay. This Tuesday, I'm doing a live session. Anu Groove, I want to see you in that thing, sis, because I miss you and I got some work for you. A lot of people were mad that they missed last Sunday, so I was like, let me do one right before the full moon so we can make sure everybody's in alignment. We're doing a live session and a DNA activation on Tuesday. You know how to get it. The link is in bio. But The reason being is because Saturn is going to be all about making balance to those ways that we have garnered karma against ourselves. Because we always think karma is an external force. No, you got some destiny. You owe yourself some things. You owe yourself some things. And a lot of things we owe ourselves is because we were under mind control. We've been under mind control. Thank you, Daddy Chocolate. We've been under mind control for so long. And it's created a self-defeated mindset. We be cutting ourselves off from our destiny before we even get to them because of the what? The programming, the mind control, and all of this program to keep us controlled. Now that we are awakening out of that, any karmic debt that we have towards ourselves needs to be balanced. Okay? And a lot of times balance comes from acknowledgement. Balance comes from being cognizant of why you sabotage yourself. You know how many times I've done it, and I know you've done it. This is just a part of our experience, that you have self-sabotaged yourself for something that you truly wanted, and you got really close to it, and you did the work, and out of nowhere you decided you didn't believe in yourself no more. Or out of nowhere you decided you wasn't good enough no more. Or out of nowhere you decided to quit. All of these things, you were in alignment to sin, and you stopped yourself, and you did that because of the programming. Because somewhere deep down in our subconscious, in our psyche, we got touched by a dark force that allowed us to agree and consent to being less than what we are. And that is a karmic debt that needs to be balanced. We need to balance that within ourselves. I'm not talking about karmic debts we have to pay to society. You could get to that, but you got karmic debts you owe to yourself that need to be atoned for first. And we all have them, right? And a lot of them are due to fear-based programming. So what are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about that, right? We got to shift the program. DNA activations is a great way to support that, because a lot of times we have allowed these sinister regimes to rewrite our own DNA, to block our own potential, to block our own abilities, right? And we've given them consent to take from us. Now we have to rescind those consents. We have to go rewrite that. DNA activations in this particular form, what we're going to be on this upcoming Tuesday, is to eradicate that, rewrite that, those dark programmings in ourselves that cause us to self-sabotage and become our own worst enemy and block our blessings and not believe in ourselves and block our true purpose. We got to cut that out. And it looks like getting distracted, and it looks like procrastinating, and it looks like not believing in ourselves, and it looks like, doing the opposite of what we know we should do, and it looks like that subconscious fear, and it looks like low self-esteem, and it looks like all of the other things that have stopped you from doing everything that you know you're capable of, myself included. But instead of overlooking this, because see, people will try to, I'm going to change my habits, I'm going to do this. You can do that, right? But if you got a subconscious programming, that thing is going to jump on you at some point. It's going to activate in your reality at some point. So you have to take away the program. You got to take the tree out of the root. You have to unroot these things. That's what I'm saying. That was a download I woke up with this morning. And so because of that, I created a live session for Tuesday. I didn't have an intention on doing this, but I woke up and spirit was like, no, somebody needs this. So there it is. If you need it, go get it. Link is in my link tree. Feel free to join. If you use the code GRATITUDE, you'll receive 20% off. And we get it in. If you haven't been into any of my live sessions, that is where I do group readings. That is where I do group channeling. That is where we do group DNA activations. And let me explain to you about DNA activation.